A lot of you guys are probably thinking about the three-peat, and I think that's a really exciting thing. But guess who's not thinking about the three-peat? That's the Georgia Bulldogs. They look at what's in front of them. They look at what do I have to do right now? Look, Georgia comes up with all these monikers, all these mottos, all these acronyms, anything that Kirby Smart and the program and the staff can create, can implement to motivate their players, to keep their players focused, to keep their players focused on the main thing, right? Remember, keep the main thing the main thing. They come up with these things every year, and guess what? They're focused on that. They're not focused on the three-peat because what Arian Smith said a couple weeks ago, what Kirby Smart has said, what Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint said the other day, like we can't win that right now. They can't win the national championship today. Here's where I'm gonna get into, kind of let's read between the lines a little bit and kind of seek the truth. Because in the back of their heads, yeah, some of them are thinking about that three-peat. Let's be real. And I think about the three-peat. I probably don't go a day without someone talking to me about it in some way, right? That's just how it is when you got this job and you're in Athens and you're around it all the time, right? So I talk about the three-peat all the time just because it's a topic that I get asked about a lot. But so I think about it. I was thinking about it this morning how they might do it. I was thinking about how it would be cool to go to the Sugar Bowl or the Rose Bowl, right? So I think about it, but they're not. They're thinking about what's right in front of them. When Kirby was asked about a three-peat a couple weeks ago, he was just talking about what needed to happen at practice that day. What needed to happen just an hour or two from in the future. That's what Kirby Smart was thinking about. He probably thinks about the next 30 seconds more than the next 30 weeks or whatever, right? 20 weeks until that game. I don't know the exact amount of weeks, but it's probably in that range until a national championship would come around. And when you do these little things in August, in July, June, May, March, right? Spring, when you do the little things every day, eating right, mentally, if it's those mottos and putting those on the wall, if those are the little things that Georgia needs to do, well, they do those things, and guess what? I almost a little bit disagree with the sentiment that you can't win it right now, because you can do the legwork to win that right now. Obviously, that game isn't even a thing yet, right? And they might not go to the national championship. That's still a possibility, but you can do little things now to succeed later. Delayed gratification. Something I was told, I think that term, I heard it for the first time like 3 years ago. I remember who told it to me. Delayed gratification. That's what the Georgia Bulldogs experience, and they've experienced twice in a row. And yes, they are looking to do it 3 times in a row. But here's the thing. They're not looking to do it 3 times in a row. They're looking to do it every single year. And that's another misconception with it, right? Every single year, these teams want to win national championships. So they're always looking to win, and they're always looking right in front of them. And I'll read a little bit of what Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint had to say on Tuesday evening. It was interesting. But Ryan Curley from Dog Post, hey, look, newsletter. It's free. I'm linking it down below. You're not going to find anything better. Every single day in your inbox, insider stories, content, anything Georgia Bulldogs. It's going to be in your inbox every single day, and it's free to sign up. All you got to do is click that link down below. It takes 5 seconds. This is what Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint said. And this was on the possibility of winning 3 national championships in a row, right? Someone asked him this on Tuesday. That is something that we are not even worried about right now. We are worried about UT Martin. We are worried about the first game, and then the next game, and then the next day. We are not worried about a three-peat. That's not what we're focused on. We're focused on winning today and attacking the day today. Another saying. I know everybody wants to talk about the three-peat, but that's not what we're focused on. We are just focused on ourselves and getting better. I should have brought that up on the screen for you guys. My bad. But that's what Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint said. And look, he's not going to be the last player that gets asked about this, right? He's not. Every single time we go in those press conference rooms, someone's going to sit there and ask him about the three-peat. And every player says something similar. And this is what it is. I thought that Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint did a good job of articulating it. I thought that Arian Smith did a good job of articulating it. And I do get it. You can't win it today, but you can do the groundwork to win it in the future. And that's what they're doing. And look, Alabama's doing it too. Ohio State's doing it too. Michigan's doing it too. USC's doing it too. Are you going to do it better? They know how to win, right? They know how to win. And what is win? I was talking about this with someone the other day. What is win? What's important now? Well, that's exactly what all of this boils down to. That's what all of the sayings that Kirby Smart implements recently, they all boil down to win. And metaphorically and literally, it boils down to winning. What's important now and winning on the field. Hats off to them for coming up with all of these motivational pieces. They've done a good job. Eat off the floor. Attack the day. I mean, chopping wood. Look, attacking the day. Something like Marcus Hunter-Jackson used that term in there, and he probably wasn't even thinking about the fact that that was one of their sayings, right? And that's a saying that's been around for a while, but they come up with new ones every single time, and these things are what make them champions because they buy into it, right? The skull sessions 2 years ago was a big thing, them learning about each other, but they're not. I mean, look, don't get it twisted. I'd be very surprised if there was a single player on that team that did not care about winning the national championship. I'd be surprised if there was a single player on that team that did not care. Part of that is because I know some of them and I've talked to some of them and I've seen them, and you can tell that they care, right? So if they don't care, they might not be at Georgia, is what I would say. If they don't care, they might not be at Georgia. Kirby Smart and that staff want people who want to do good for Georgia, not just themselves, but also for UGA, for this program, for the city, for the state. It matters. And yeah, all of them are definitely thinking about a three-peat, at least a little bit. But that's a good thing in my opinion. I think that they should. When you recognize what's in front of you and you have the possibility to do that, then yeah, all of the little things become easier to do. Knowing that it's possible makes it easier to do, right? And they know it's possible because they've done it twice. And now they're looking to do it 3 times in a row. Cedric Van Pran knows it's possible. Brock Bowers knows it's possible. Kirby Smart knows it's possible. These guys know how to win. What's important now? What's important now is that you're clicking that link and signing up for the newsletter down below. Thanks for watching, guys.